Me and the director, Mike White, are sitting there going, that's average, is it?
Are you curious about what really goes on behind the scenes at the White Lotus? We're here to spill all the secrets from Theo James's special prosthetic, Jennifer Coolidge's voyeurism, and Aubrey Plaza's deep connection with her character, Harper.
Just this weird, lucky moment.
Number 1. You know what we're talking about here. The scene where Aubrey Plaza's character, Harper, secretly watches as Theo James's character, Cameron, gets undressed. Who else was watching? We'll let you know in just a minute. So, there's a lot to unpack here. But one thing at the top of our list was the prosthetic he wore. Theo told the makeup designer he didn't want it to be distracting in any way.
She's got, like, a hammer or something. It's bigger than that. It's like she stole it off a donkey in the field.
Number 2. Only open to a select few. Something we found pretty hilarious was Jennifer Coolidge's enthusiasm for the White Lotus's spicy scenes.
White Lotus 2 has way more sex.
It wasn't common for other cast members to be on set for those scenes.
They said it's a closed set, but I was able to get in.
Number 3. Where do we score an invite? Not only do they get to party on set, but it doesn't stop even after they've wrapped for the day. Check out this video of Jennifer Coolidge and Esti Hayam dancing to Mamma Mia, and try to tell us you don't have major FOMO.
It's very, very fun. Yeah, there's no bad side to this one.
Number 4. She was constantly playing them on set, mostly because she found herself pretty bored. Obviously, she spent most of her time working, but otherwise, she was just stuck inside a hotel. About a month in, she took the reed diffusers in a hallway and set them up into a large Blair Witch-style symbol in the middle of Adam DeMarco's dressing room. She even went as far as to do the same thing in her own dressing room, and freaking out 2 other co-stars so she wouldn't get caught. Then she started slipping papers with ominous messages under everyone's doors. Adam DeMarco was absolutely terrified.
He went and asked the hotel to look up security footage and they identified me on the cameras.
Number 5. It wasn't what you think it was. When the cast arrived in Sicily to film the show, naturally they expected the weather to be nice and hot. It wasn't. They even had to go so far as buying winter jackets just to remain on set.
We got here and it's been freezing cold and everyone's bought puffer jackets.
Number 6. Sabrina Impacciatore had big shoes to fill as Valentina. Before shooting started, she couldn't sleep at all because she was so nervous to live up to Armand's legacy as resort manager.
I was reading articles about how genius he was, and I thought, I would like to go back in the womb of my mom.
It was even to the point where she was crying real tears to her mother on the phone out of fear. Her mother, quickly though, brought her back down to earth so she could bring Valentina to life.
She said, now you stop it. You just do your job. This is your life.
Number 7. Aubrey Plaza's most personal role yet. Mike White has a knack for taking people's personal traits and vulnerabilities and putting them into his characters.
Just took every weird thing about me and made it into Tanya.
It's probably one of the reasons the show is such a huge success.
That was just something that I think he kind of had in his back pocket when he wrote Harper.
Mike and Aubrey have been friends for a really long time, so he knew exactly how to write her into the character.
I felt like I very much related to Harper in a lot of ways, so it felt a little bit closer to home.
Number 8. Did you know it was originally much more explicit? What makes that particular scene so tantalizing is the fact that we as the audience aren't totally sure what Cameron's true intentions were. That wasn't always the way the scene played out.
Originally we shot it and it was more intense, the mirror scene. It was more,
It wasn't until actually seeing it played out that Mike wanted to rework it. Number 9. You know Mike White was on Survivor, right? In the Season 2 opening scene, the women on the beach chairs next to Meg and Fahey were cast members of Survivor with Mike at the time. Their names are Cara and Angelina.
We are so excited.
Number 10. Mike used his relationship with his father as an inspiration for the 2nd season. The story between Bert and Dominic was loosely based on Mike's experience taking his own father to Sweden, where their family is from.
This family tracing their roots and ancestry and stuff, and the homeland.
Number 11. How much money it is to stay at the actual hotel for a night. The second season of White Lotus was filmed all over the Sicilian cities of Palermo and Noto, as well as the surrounding Ionian Sea. There were several scenes shot in the town of Fiumefreddo, also famous for being featured in The Godfather. The hotel they filmed at was actually San Domenico Palace, part of the luxurious Four Seasons hotel chain. Rooms start at around $500 and go up to about $7,000 per night.
If you are 3, this is going to be an extra charge.
Really?
Number 12. The methods are completely different. Sabrina Impacciatore has always studied with American acting coaches, so she never felt completely comfortable doing Italian projects.
The method of working is different. The approach is different.
Being on the set of White Lotus was a major game changer for her as far as her career. With Mike White's personal touches, Aubrey Plaza's incredible character development, and hilarious prosthetics, Season 2 is definitely one to remember. What's your favorite behind-the-scenes moment?